Hey guys, good morning. Up early this morning because I totally forgot that I volunteered to drop off stuff. I mean, not just me, but myself and some of the other parents volunteered to drop off stuff. Man, my glasses are dirty, for the teachers for they're having like virtual conferences and social distancing conferences. I've seen the pictures and it's quite insane actually. My heart goes out to anyone that's having to go through this, whether it's making the decision to put your kid back in school, whether you're figuring out how you're going to distance learn because that's not even a possibility for you because you're a full-time employee. It just seriously, like, my heart goes out to everyone that's having to make any decision right now. The people that are working for the school board, that are working for the TEA, all the teachers, all the staff, all the way down to librarians and custodians and teachers assistants, principals, like it just, all of it is just so stressful right now. I can see it all over the news, all over my social media. It's just crazy. So anyway, I totally forgot that I volunteered to drop off goodies for them because the girls' school in general relies heavily on parent funding. That's what happens when you don't go to a public school. And so I try and volunteer where I can to donate as much as I can. And this last year, donations weren't as much in like to the school as much as like to other parents, like to other families, to the teachers themselves to help supply different things. And they've been having a drive at the girls' school for anything extra that you can donate, as far as like masks and cleaning supplies and sanitizers, soaps, like different things like that that maybe some other parents can't afford or they can't find or whatever the case may be. So I've been trying to help where I can, and snacks is one of those things. Unfortunately, the teachers will still have to be, more than likely some of them will have to be in a school setting even if they don't have the kids come back to school. So snacks is where it's at. So I'm about to run into Walmart really fast and get some snacks for these teachers, and I'm going to go drop them off and then head back home. I'm going to try this mask today. My mom got this one from, I think, the city. I think they were giving them to like all the businesses, so I'm going to try this one today, see how it goes. Okay, I'll be back. I was quick in and out. I got Nutri-Grain bars, Little Bites, like they're little muffins, fruit snacks, popcorn, Little Debbie's, vanilla, and some other kind of cake. What else did I get? I think that's it, but for 90 people, so yeah. It's a lot of snacks. When I was checking out, the girl looked at me like, the heck are you feeding your kids? Okay, I'm in the Starbucks line because I haven't had Starbucks in a really long time, and I am getting a drink from the desk as well. I just left the girls' school. I feel like I have a hair on my nose. And it made me really sad. Honestly, I haven't been up to the school for, other than like a drive-through to pick up their yearbooks, to pick up their school supplies, to pick up their work packets. I haven't been in the school. So honestly, it was really sad and depressing. Like, it hurt my heart to walk into the school and to see a couple of moms there, like the assistant, I guess she's like the secretary, the person when you first walk in, her kids go to the same school, and so my kids know her kids, and it's just like, it was hard to sit there and talk to her. Like, they have plexiglass all around the assistant's desk, and she of course was wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask, and like, first off, this black mask that I just showed you guys was super easy to breathe in, felt very comfortable just walking in to Walmart with myself. But if you are needing to talk, it was not good. Like, it kept sinking into my face. I had to readjust it, and that's the last thing you want to do, is to touch your mask while you're out and about. So I still am holding strong to a medical grade mask or one of these pleated masks. They're so much easier to talk into. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I was just talking with her, and like the school has done a lot of renovations during this time. They're upgrading the playground, and they upgraded the area where the secretary sits, and I could see that the like school kits were in the background, and the teachers lounge was like open, and then there was the volunteer parent sitting there from the like PTA, that PSL, whatever, every school calls it something different, like the parent organization that was sitting there, and she was so happy to see me with so many snacks and stuff, and it just truly like almost makes me want to cry. It literally just brought such solemn to me. And I was just talking with them about like how sad it is that this is something that our kids have to experience. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So many generations before us have done this time and time again with a worse outcome than what we have had. But it just is like, I don't know, it's so crazy. They're just telling me, and again, we're like a triangle. They're completely across the room from me, and it just is so sad. Like she was like, oh, are y'all comfortable taking a picture together? And we were like, okay. We kind of stood like an arm length apart. It's just, I don't know. It's so sad. So, and it's just it's such a crazy time. I like cannot emphasize that enough. And so they felt the same way that I did, like sad that the kids can't go back to school, sad that we're gonna be distance learning. But the secretary she's like, oh, you just wait, Miss Mendoza, just wait. You're gonna be so excited about the new distance learning. And I'm like, am I though? Am I really? So anyway, that was my morning. They were really grateful for the snacks though, so I'm happy that I did that. Anytime I truly have been able to drop anything off or donate anything, it makes my heart happy for the school, because we love the school. We love the girls' education that they're getting there. We love everything about it. It's such a great decision to switch, but I don't know that it would make me any happier at any other school. So I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I'm just like, oh, gosh. Anyway, so, and she was telling me that at our particular school, the parents were about 50-50 of who wanted to distance learn and who wanted to send their kids back to school. And so that was kind of surprising to me, because I think they were thinking less people wanted to distance learn. So I was surprised when we got the email saying like that they weren't prepared for as many parents to distance learn as that they wanted to, or that they received. So it shocked me that I thought it was going to be more like 75-25 for who wanted to distance learn, but I guess not, about 50-50. So anyway, it's some much needed Starbucks. I'm going to get my same thing that I always get, except this time I think I'm going to get 2 shots of espresso over ice in a Trenta cup, because I want extra ice. I love having extra ice in the coffee, and so I think getting it in a Trenta cup will be so much better. And then Andres wants a white mocha something, frozen white mocha double shot. So I'm gonna get that, and then we're going to head home. I have just a few orders of people that paid like later yesterday of my Color Street that need to get out. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming response that I received, not only during my live sale, but I have had a ton of like orders from my website in the last day and a half, so I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea how much it means to me to have your support in all aspects of any business that I have, whether it's just watching my videos on YouTube, commenting back on something on my Instagram, or buying from my Color Street website, or buying from me personally. It makes me feel so incredible to know that there are so many people around the world that love and care about me as much as I love and care about you guys. It makes me really happy, and it's just so crazy to think about. So thank you guys very much. Hi, can I have 2 shots of espresso in a Trenta cup filled with ice, please?
No problem. What else can I get for you?
And then can I also have a venti, let's see, my husband messaged me a venti frozen white mocha double shot.
A venti white mocha frappuccino with a double shot?
Yes. please.
What else can I get for you?
That'll be all.
Alright, comes out to 10:07. We'll see you at the window.
Thank you. 10:07. I'm not sure what I just ordered, but it was 10:07. Okay, so this is the same Icedopio espresso, the double in a Trenta cup, but you can see they didn't add any more ice, even though I asked for ice filled to the top, so it's okay. No big deal. I know it looks cool, right? I can just add some ice here at home, but I really like it. I don't like it to be watered down, but I like it to be super cold. So you can see the Trenta is bigger because normally in a venti, this is a venti right there. So normally in a venti it would fill up all the way to the top, but that's okay. Either that or the ice melted and it watered down the espresso. One or the other. But I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. I'm going through our passies. We've accumulated a lot of passies over these last 7.5 months. We have so many variation of passies in here that she takes none of them anymore, which is so crazy. These were her absolute favorite. They're the Mams with like the flat nipple. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the brand is right there. Mam, M-A-M. And she doesn't take anything anymore. Nothing.
She's
like she likes these teethers and stuff, but she won't take. I bought this cute itsy ritzy passy, the ones from the Advent from the hospital. We have these passies too that are, I don't even know, what is the brand? Tommy Tippy. We have another Tommy Tippy, a Nuke. None of them. Her favorites by far were the Mams. So you can see we have a lot of those. We have 5 just sitting right here. 5. Yeah, I think just 5. I even bought this one, the little raspberry passy. She didn't like that. I bought this. She liked it, but her hands didn't really fit in it. And then this one she got in her Christmas stocking. This is a Advent.
Yeah.
Same thing. And then these are the nipples for her.
The sucker.
Yeah, the sucker thing. You can see how there's like a little one for a little baby and a larger one for a little bit older of a baby. So, yeah, I don't even know what to do with them. What do? You just, I guess, toss them out? She doesn't like them. Okay, back home, finishing up orders. I have about a quarter of the orders left. There were a lot this time, and what's so crazy is they shipped out so fast, which is insane. With the COVID, I feel like they've been like shipping on everything has taken forever. Even just basic like Target, where I placed the girls' Barnes and Noble book order for school like 2 weeks ago. I still haven't received one book. Target, same thing. I ordered the rest of their bottom of their uniforms, which I wasn't, if we distance learn the entire year, we won't actually need them. But if we don't, I wanted to have them because uniforms are kind of hard and pretty pricey to find when it's not back to school. So I bought them. I bought their socks. I bought their camisoles and all that good stuff. I bought everything that they need to make sure that they're back to school ready if they do end up going back before the end of the school year, just so I didn't have to worry about it throughout the rest of the year. So that stuff hasn't come in. I ordered Maddie 2 pairs of leggings and 2 basic like short sleeve shirts, and I ordered Emmy 3 pairs of shorts because she had shirts but not a whole lot of bottoms. Maddie has a bunch of tops but she has a bunch of shorts that have been handed down from Emmy but not a whole lot of pants, just like leggings or shirts. So I ordered her 2 and 2. Again, not a ton, but 2 outfits to kind of rotate with the stuff that they have right now. For the fall though, unfortunately, I am going to have to buy them quite a bit because none of them have a whole lot. We don't typically, especially now that they've been in uniforms for the last 2 years, I haven't really bought winter clothes at all. Emmy had winter clothes, so she's been at her school for 2 years. So she had winter clothes from when she was in 2nd grade. They fit her for 3rd grade winter because when they're in uniforms and she was actually going to school, she only needed winter clothes on the weekend. So she really didn't have a whole lot. She didn't need a whole lot. So everything she had from 2nd grade fit her in 3rd grade. And then for 4th grade, I bought her just a few things that, again, just stuff that would work for her while she was wearing her uniform. And all of her 3rd grade stuff got given, I gave to Maddie for 4th grade. But Maddie's already in a whole different size. So Autumn will have some hand-me-downs, but Maddie doesn't have a whole lot, and Emmy won't have a whole lot either, because Emmy's already handed down all her stuff, and Maddie's already outgrown that, because that hand-me-down stuff was used for 2 winters, 2 seasons, and then Maddie used it for a whole season. So it's already been used 3 seasons and it doesn't fit Maddie anymore, and some of it may not even be good enough to hand down to Autumn. So winter is going to be where it's at. Summer has been really easy because we've been doing their laundry very frequently. They've literally been wearing the same outfits over and over again. Half the time they end up wearing the same outfits like to bed, or they wake up the next day and if they wore it to bed, they'll, like if they put on clean jammies for bed after a bath or whatever, they'll wear it for a good part of the next day unless they go swimming or something. So yeah, we've just been living a hard nut life over here because there's really no reason. We're going nowhere. No one sees us. Like, there's really no reason. So yeah, we've been making do, but I did buy them a few things. Maddie, like for instance, Maddie had 0 socks. 0. She's outgrown or lost every single pair of socks. I don't even remember when the last time I bought her some was. And so I bought her like an actual pack of socks to wear, and then school socks. But again, if she doesn't get to use the school socks, the great thing about their school in particular is I can always hand everything down that they don't use. So anyway, how did I get started on that topic? I'm not exactly sure. Oh, my Target order, that's how. I also ordered them that game Trouble. So I got part of their order, but I've been waiting on the actual uniform portion of it for a really long time. Again, like I think I ordered it maybe close to 3 weeks ago, which is unusual for Target, but probably a lot of people have the same idea I do and are ordering their stuff online, and then it's backing up the shipment, which is cool. I'm not in any rush. And then I had to order 1 book from Amazon for the girls, and it won't even get here till mid-August, which is insane. I'm glad I ordered it now. And then the IKEA desk, I actually got to order it ahead of time, and shout out to Miss Diana. I won't say your last name, but thank you so much. I'm looking at our conversation. Thank you so much to Diana. She messaged me at 1:10 in the morning a couple of days ago, and I just happened to be awake and saw her message, and she said that IKEA had the desk available, and I was like, no, they can't be. Like, we've been trying to order it for weeks and it hasn't let us. Like probably a week straight. We looked multiple times a day and it was just completely sold out. They weren't allowing people to order it. It was out of stock far and wide, all these kinds of things. So she was like, no, I'm pretty sure it just let me add it to my cart, like double check. I said, okay. Literally it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Here we are ordering the desk from IKEA. So because we just couldn't find it anywhere else. And at this point, I want them to match and to be the same, because I bought the like insert for where the school supplies are gonna go and everything. So I wanted it to be the same. So shout out to you, girl. You're the real MVP for looking out for us. Thank you very much. So we ended up getting it. My Sharpie's running out. We ended up getting the desk, which is great. So I'm done with back to school. Done. The girls are still scheduled to start mid-August, and we're just gonna roll with it, you know? The only other thing, we did get a tech survey to see if like they needed to borrow laptops or whatever from the school. I was kind of thinking about buying a cheap laptop, but I don't think we'll need to. We have Andres' laptop for one of them, probably Emmy, because it has more access to other stuff, and then I may let Maddie use the iPad. The only other thing that I may need to buy is a scanner, just because the scanner, like an actual scanner, is going to be so much better for my life instead of taking pictures and emailing and then creating PDFs, and that was a complete nightmare. So other than those things, I think I am completely done. So I'm going to take the time now that Everly's sleeping to get out the rest of my orders. Everyone is asleep. Well, the big girls are, oh my God, Bella? It's not even that late, but they were all getting a little crazy and they had some junky stuff for dinner, so I let them swim it off for a little bit and then they all just kind of went to bed at the same time. Everly's asleep. The big girls probably are not asleep, but they're at least in their room. And they swam for like an hour, and Andres went to go drop off the rest of my packages at the post office and he picked him up pizza. And I had a 2-ingredient dough frozen. Like the dough was already made and I froze the dough, and that was from our pizza gathering. I don't remember what holiday it was. Sometime during quarantine. So anyway, I had a few of those pizza rounds left over, popped them in the freezer. They froze very well. You just pre-make the 2-ingredient dough, roll it out and bake it, and then I just put it in the freezer and it was fine. I just put my toppings on it, completely frozen, stuck it in the air fryer for like 6 minutes and it was perfect. So anyway, they had Little Caesars pizza and it took everything in me not to grab Little Caesars pizza, but anyway, Andres just picked him up a large for him and them, and then I had my 2-ingredient dough pizza. So then they went to swim for another hour and a half. They got ready and went to bed, and that was the end of the night. And so I was laying on the couch just looking through videos, scrolling through videos on Facebook. That's what I've been loving to do lately. It's just because they pop up all kinds of like viral videos and stuff. So I was watching that and on the desk was like, I'm just gonna go water the grass. I'm like, okay, I'll be right here. And all of a sudden I hear the lawnmower and the weed eater. So I don't know what he's doing out there, but I'm going to edit the vlog. And as you can see, I still have yet to do my nails, so I promise that video is coming. I don't know what to do them next. Like I definitely still want summer vibes on the nails. I just don't know what color I want to do yet. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. Anyway, let me go ahead and edit and see what else we get up to tonight.